at the honor of promoting people to first degree and second degree black belt. Mr. Giordano. Mr. Giordano and Mr. Murphy to second degree. Terry Lopez, Chris Weaver, and Jerry Monks to first degree black belt this afternoon. Please give them a hand. Giordano and abstention, okay, but they well deserved, and as I spoke to some of them earlier today, I'm particularly proud of this cool black belt, and Mr. Murphy's included in that, as Mr. Giordano is as well. I've been affiliated with Fred for almost 17 years, and I've opened up a lot of schools, and I've moved from one school to another, but this is the first school where I actually opened the school and had the honor and the honor of bringing somebody along from white belts on up. So that's a particularly good feeling today, to recognize these people in school. It started with me. This is a new venture coming out here in the Midwest, and I appreciate the fact that people like Mr. Fritz and Mr. Mallory have the confidence for us to do it. And I'd like to see each and every one of you people have that same honor and same opportunity that you all do. As the May, please join me in welcoming someone that's been a very, very integral part of my maturity, my growth, my balance throughout the martial arts. Mr. Fritz has been my instructor, my mentor, a friend, someone I've looked up to for as many years as I've been in the martial arts. He has been a personal student of Master Mallory for at least the last, directly working with the Master, I mean hand in hand, for probably the last 10 to 15 years. His knowledge is overwhelming, to say the least. He's been internationally went to China with Master Mallory. He's been masters in China with the Master. He has a lot of knowledge, and I hope that you'll give him a warm up when he comes out and listen tonight, because there's going to be a lot to learn. Okay, we're going to have a good time. Fritz?
People look really good today. They won't hurt till tomorrow. And it'll be worse the next day. Okay. Okay. Well, I represent about 27 years of making mistakes as fast as I could to find out what makes things easy, what makes things hard. And Mr. Mallory, I like to use an analogy. Mr. Mallory is like an encyclopedia. He's got all the stuff. I mean, not everything under the sun, but he is extremely well versed and very well thought out. Wherever he goes, I mean, they even have posters up in Japan. Imagine, went to Japan, he didn't even know it. Guy goes to Japan, comes back and brings a poster up. There's you all. Because, there's American things with it, there's the Western development and all that kind of stuff. So, I represent a certain body of knowledge of that big encyclopedia. I don't have the whole thing. Classically, there were 11 master hands. And you only need to get good at 2, maybe 3 of them in your entire lifetime to reach what they call master level. You got to be able to use these hands, these ways of dealing with other people in any kind of situation. You have to be versed in all of them. You have to have a working knowledge of them. You only got to get good at 2 or 3, because you can't get good at all of them in a lifetime. Mr. Mallory teaches us all invested information in us all, according to how our brain works, how our body works, and how we deal with conflict. So I bring to you a certain body of information, maybe G through L, S through Z, whatever you want to call them. If you're fortunate enough to have some of the other fellows that have been around for a period of time, you find that they will present material to you that's a little bit different. But this style is meant to develop individual strength. It's meant to help you develop personal power. And that personal power takes the form of body, mind, or emotion. Getting ready to sleep at night. When it comes time to defend your family, comes time to really solve that problem, figure out the easy thing to do the easy thing, take on the next problem, you've got to be able to figure out how to make it, all the forces that be, solve the problem in such a way that there's very little resistance. Maximum efficiency with minimum effort. So, I have a certain body of information, a certain style of presentation, and hopefully I will be able to save you a period of time to be able to see it. This is what happens. After 10 years, you're a beginner. After 20 years, they say you're asking the right questions. And after 30 years, you're allowed an opinion, which might be wrong. The seventh degree is about 30 years, roughly. So if I'm allowed an opinion, I can present material that I can invest material that ordinarily would be kept quote-unquote secret. That's the big deal about getting this thing. You can now tell the thing. And Mr. McLaughlin has a lot of material, a lot of the stuff that he's not allowed to teach yet, that he's working on. A lot of stuff. Things that work particularly well, but in the wrong hands, too dangerous. Because somebody might not be emotionally balanced enough to know how to be able to put a little bath on somebody and then they, get 2 weeks gone and then they die. Everybody in the world does not know how to do that. Make sense? Okay. But I'm sort of allowed a little latitude behavior. So, that's why a guy who leaves a very warm climate, flies up here, 2 hours of sleep, test these people. These people now understand the process better. Agreed? Okay. We had a lesson today. And I can't tell you how comfortable I feel that I came to the journey just for the test. Okay, so I'm on a big positive right now. I feel very, very good. I will get an awful lot of stuff out of it. Yeah. The energy of the school is very good. The energy of the area is very good. People seem really nice to me. The only time I was in Chicago and out at the airport, because 3 years old, back and forth, California. First chance I ever had to come. Yeah. Mr. McLaughlin wishes. I don't like coming back. I like the people. Okay, so, a little bit about me. Now, what kind of material is there at this time? Just think of me as an encyclopedia. It's full of volume on it. Open up. Let's learn how to do that. Let's learn how to do that. I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff I can work with you on. For the last, seriously, for the last 15 years, I've really worked on developing a lot of the health principles. Because I found out that things that are good for your health are also good for the power of the punch, the power of the kick. Your ultimate battle is what? How long you're going to live and how healthy you're going to be as long as you're here. That's the toughest battle. I work with some guys from Harvard University, Western medical science. You ask them, how long should somebody live? What is the human body designed to do? How long should it live? What do you say? How long should it live? What do you say? 78. What do you say? That's it. Definitely? What do you say? 80? What do most people say? Something like that, right? Okay, the people from Harvard say the body is designed to live 150 years old. Right now. 5,000 years ago, the guys who were applying Taoist yoga breathing principles, which is what we call Qigong. 5,000 years ago, they were saying 150, 120 is not old. There are certain breathing principles that if you take into your daily diet, your daily way of exercise, it will help eliminate toxins and help promote longevity and clear thinking. That was the basis of the martial arts that we studied, because the exercises worked on how the different hormones, different parts of your brain integrated in a way that you wouldn't have to learn them so well. You wouldn't have to understand what they were doing, and you still get a lot of the benefits. That was the purpose. Plus the illumination, how much you can understand about all there is. A healthy body, a healthy mind, and an ability to defend your space, personal power. Nobody's got the right to put their hands on you unless you want to. Right? Nobody's got the right to get in your way on your path to who you're destined to become. And it's also a certain respect for the special quality that's inside of you. There's a black belt inside of you screaming to get out. You feel it? If you don't, you will. There's a master that's inside of you that's trying to get out. What we have to do is to take a step-by-step process to realize our full potential. And that's what the process of the martial arts is all about. How do you get as good as you can get and who you are in this lifetime? Martial arts gives you a process. In the beginning, they don't have to tell you a lot about it. You do it. Feel good. Practical self-defense. But after you feel good about defending yourself, after enough years, all of a sudden it starts to occur to you, you know, I could really kill somebody doing it. Or if you see somebody really get hurt, or some of the things you had to do with the similarities. See things as they really are, how they work. Special magic stuff like that. Really easy to take life. All of a sudden you go, wait a minute. You're in a confrontation, it isn't. Well, what is he going to do to me? Or how am I going to deal with him? So, well, I really don't want to kill him. Believe me, you feel a lot better. When you got a certain feeling of control in you with that amount of confidence. Well, I really don't want to end his existence. Okay, so what are we going to do? After you get to that level, and you go, okay, well, let's do it. Well, I don't want to kill anybody. Right, what are they going to do to me? Yeah, they got a knife, whatever. Right? After you reach that, what do? Help. Nurture. Help other people become that confident. It's all about eliminating fear. It's all about becoming confident. It's all about feeling good about you. Okay. So that's what a lot of help stuff. Active states of meditation. I mean, I could get you all vibrating for days. 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 And you'll like it. You'll put more power in your punch. You should sort of do things in steps, because if you put too much juice into a system that's a little out of balance, what do you think is going to happen? Boom, boom, boom. Not good. The balance means soft. That's why steps are taking more of a long term. Okay. What do you want to learn tonight?
How to be able to tell when somebody's going to move in.
How to be able to tell when somebody's going to move in.
During a consultation, words are flying. Well, I want to be able to get the jump on this real top zone first one.
Jump on, okay? Good. Same thing?
Throws, take down, try to get away from it.
How to get away from throws?
All know how to, like, if you're giving a consultation, take it, throw them in, being in a very way, basically.
Okay, okay. Forms. Forms. They want the jewels, don't they? They're coming for the jewels. People see this from a McLaughlin student. What do you want to learn stuff? Not much? What do you think? What would you like to know how to do better? Thanks, we'll be back.
Basically what Pete stated and things and old techniques.
Instructors here put with the weapons. Basically, they have very strong technique. They're very impressed with them. Even when things that one, things that they're already really strong too. That's good. Okay, but the weapons, okay. A little something different. Stress? Stress is 90%, 80 to 90% of the direct or indirect cause of all disease. Right? Stress. Stress. Stress is good. Too much stress, debilitating stress, is wicked bad for you. What it does to the nervous system. Okay, I do stress them when I'm ADHD. Bless you. So that we cover a bunch of things all at once. Good.
Breathing is related to like concentration.
breathing, what is it?
More in a mental aspect.
Mental aspect. Okay. Right.
Take down blocks and breaks.
Take down blocks and breaks. Some Mongolian stuff or Tibetan stuff?
Either or.
Either or?
Come with anything particular in mind, just watch, learn whatever.
Okay.
Be able to learn how to control your point.
Okay. That's a big checkbook.
Kick.
Yes? Okay.
Play belt whatever you want to show me.
Don't let your belt hold you back. Because let me tell you this. A lot of times I'd rather work with somebody who's never had any training. Because they don't try to make things fit into what they already understand.
That's why I said whatever you want to show me.
Oh, okay. You got it right.
Okay.
Good.
That's why I said whatever you want to show me, I'm
All right.
willing to learn.
Okay. Okay.
I want to learn it all.
How long we got? Back up. My plan out. You gotta understand, I've been doing this for 27 years. I don't have to do this. I get to do it. When I get up in the morning, I get to work out. I don't have to force myself. It's so much fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to do yourself be better at it. And it's the process that's important, not the acquisition of knowledge. Whatever works for you, keep. It's just like if you study different martial arts. They're all good. Take whatever works. Keep it. And then just keep adding on stuff. McLaughlin and I went out for an hour.
I thought we were going to eat or something, you know?
What did we end up doing?
Lifting,
We were working out. I was
exercise.
showing some exercises and different things. Try this, you know? What are you doing? I didn't try it. Yeah, that works! I'm like, nah. You know that. You haven't seen me yet, though. I like to have fun. It's good if you have fun, particularly when you learn it, because you remember it better, you respond better with it. You learn it. Okay, you want everything. Okay. Extra 10 minutes for you. Okay.
Not yet.
Not 10, 10. Not 10, 10. Okay? What was that?
I think I was trying to get maybe two things out of tonight. Short term, just to get more excited about the art itself, Kempo, and long term, I've studied some other things in the past, but I'm just still trying to figure out how it all comes together. Like chi, and other things, but I see some of the things, and I'm just trying to figure out how it all, the big picture.
What style of Tai Chi do you study?
I'm not sure. I took it in college. It was on the Northwest University.
You know, you can hear a name, but there is why, but you gotta understand, you think of Tai Chi as soft stuff, right? You know what Tai Chi is? Tai Chi is an active state of moving meditation, you know. It's a very slow, contemplative movement, okay? And they're active states of meditation. They have is why it's different than anybody else. You talk to one guy, he says, flex everything in the body as you can. You talk to another guy, he says, no, you leave everything in relax. You just think through it. And this is why it's different. I mean, the martial arts, they're wide enough for everybody. You know? It all does come together. But the truth is, regardless of how smart you are and how much you practice, it takes time. And I don't know why, but I can see it. I've experienced it, and I can see it in others. It's kind of like dominoes, and they just got to keep clicking in your brain, and you kind of get a cohesive sense. You know, it's just variations on central themes. But yeah, all styles are good, and they all describe the same. You know, they take place in the end, okay? Sorry.
Get right here because the word's right in my mouth.
What, this guy? You want that here? Yeah.
Self-awareness, knowing when you're in a bad situation, knowing what to do right away without thinking.
Reactive mind. That's the type of mind. Reactive mind.
How to control my attitude.
How to control your attitude and stress. Okay. We all can do that. Okay. Anything you people want to cover? Anything unusual?
Yeah, get rid of doubts and how to be transparent.
Now that's everything all at once. Forever. As long as be afraid.
No.
Natural. Yeah, fight or flight response. Your hormones. And when you and the saber-toothed tiger were looking at each other when you crossed each other with a pack, one was looking at lunch and the other one knew which one lunch was. The tiger was not confused. Okay? And you had a response, a hormonal thing that makes you want to run or not run. Fight. Okay? And it's like instinctive, it's instinctual. And that's sort of the root of stress. That and your perception of time. You go to fight, there's no conflict. You go to fight, there's no conflict. You got to strength of attack. You got to beat that life. You know? You got to make that money, make that mortgage, whatever it is. That fight, there's no real resolution to it. Okay? What do these people know about the unbendable line?
I went through, Aaron, was that you went through that with Aaron and Rob, Paul? Yeah, the orange thought just about 2-3 months ago, guys.
Okay, well, let's review it just a little bit. How many people have experienced the unbendable line? How many people have not? How many people didn't raise their hand? I didn't get back to you today. You figured it out yet?
Oh, he did. He told me in the car, this is something basically about health. Is there anything you can do to get bronchitis?
Yeah?
There is?
Sure.
Well, maybe. He's an excellent student and he's hampered once in a while. So if there's anything.
I had bronchitis. Should have died from bronchial pneumonia when I was 6 months old. Nothing wrong with me now. It just has to do with a certain thing about balance. Why would I step on it? Okay. All right, how much time we got? How long do you want to spend? Till I leave? Okay, let's do it this way, okay? Because once I get into this, I have a tendency to go. I get excited. I have fun. Okay, I like to communicate. I like you to try to learn something. I also understand that other people have schedules. You might have to get up early, like I did. I had to get up at 4 o'clock this morning. I wouldn't want to take till 2, right? We won't take till 2. But if you have a busy work schedule or something, you don't need to feel bad about the spouse. Okay? You don't need to feel bad. My feelings won't be hurt. It doesn't look like that. Don't worry. Okay? You can stay. You can. That's fine. So, I know that some people might have school next to them. Okay. Who has not done the unbendable line at all? Who doesn't even have any idea what it is? You guys be hand up first. Come on up here. So I volunteered! Okay. Okay? Mike. Okay, now, let's do this. Now, if you've ever done this before, the challenge is to do it for the first time. Don't beginner's mind. Because the more you're involved in what they call here and now, the more power you have. Nature hates the void. You put a block, you don't get as much. Taking things fit into what you already understand is a block. So if you've done it before, well, when you need it, you really need it, you got to do it here and now. Not that you've done it 1,000 times before. You need to do it here and now. The way the martial arts develops the brain is primarily through mingling feelings. It allows you to access parts of the brain, and thus the hormones and the various energy systems that are both inside and around the body, and access them through feelings and blending different ways of feeling. So the emotions are very, very important. So the sense of what the feeling is significant. We'll see if we can increase that a lot. Okay. All right. You right hand or left hand? Go ahead. Okay. What I'm going to do. Okay. Take this straight. Okay. Yeah, that's me. Come in. Make a fist. Okay. Now I want you to look right at this fist. Okay? You're all going to need to do this together, okay? So, I'll get over here just a little bit. So everybody can see. So, I want you to feel like a little bit of a force here, so that your feet right under your shoulders. All we're going to do is we're going to measure the strength in his arm, and let's see if we can increase the strength in his arm. Just by changing how we think about what he's doing. Okay? Put your arm straight. Bend a little bit. Okay? I want you to look here. Just keep moving that in your arm. I want you to try to prove me wrong, okay? I don't need your help. Prove me wrong. Okay, I can do that. Okay. Yeah. This whole thing is about making you look good and making you look bad, by the way. Oh, yeah, you're right for that. Okay. You're looking at here. You can bend your arm. Okay. Oh, this is strong. Okay, good. Okay, now. Try that again. Look here. You can bend your arm. Right? Okay. What do you do? Lift?
No, I just got a hard job. Heavy roll.
You roll?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's right. See this guy's size? This guy's size is much worse to fight than a guy that's like that. Guy who's this size against a guy who's this size, who knows what he's doing, is much more difficult kind of fight than a guy like this. Okay? A guy with this strength, this size, is a very difficult opponent. I'll show you some strength here. Oh, okay. Okay, now, we're going to try to use a different type of strength. I want you to take this finger and point. You're going to have your elbow go the same way. Okay? All right, now, you ever seen a high-pressure fire hose? You ever seen the water going through it? You imagine when the water goes through, the hose gets stiffer or softer. It gets stiffer. Okay, now the more water goes through, the stiffer and stiffer it gets, right? Right. Okay. Now I want you to imagine, you're focusing on a point right over there. Right. Now I want you to see this as being a fire hose with the water coming out the end. And you're focused on that as a fire, and somebody you care about is depending on the fact that you keep the water on the fire so it doesn't hurt. So you're thinking about helping out a friend in time of need. Okay? Okay. Okay. So I want you to sense the movement like a stream. Pick one specific spot, straight out from your finger. Okay? I want you to try to stay relaxed, but sense with the water moving through, it gets higher. And in super, super slow motion, just like a baby, reaching for candy, I want you to bring the end of that hose closer and closer to that spot. In super slow motion. That's what I'm saying?
Like straining my arm?
You're not straining, just reaching with the end of your finger. Let me get closer. Yeah, like that. Okay, relax for a second. Okay, now. Focus on the spot. See if you can bend in your arm. Send it through. Good. Good. Try to relax your shoulder. That's it. Keep extending. Now think about the top of your head.
It broke it.
It broke it!
It was like, it was so easy. It was no problem.
It was
Stopping me before.
Yeah.
Until I thought about my head.
There's power, but you can take it away. Okay. Now make a fist. Look right here. Keep me from bending your arm. Okay? Now go over there. Extend and reach with your mind. Point your finger. Down your back just a little bit. Relax. See the water. Let it get closer. Remember, you're helping out a friend at the time of need. That's it. That's it. The end of it. Moving ever so slowly towards it. See how much weight he's holding with one hand?
It's like no problem.
Okay, because it's a different energy system. And we use this system. You flex the muscles, you pinch off the tubes that the energy, type of energy flows through. It's not really a tube, but I want you to think of it that way. And when you learn to extend, all of a sudden you have a very relaxed way of blocking and striking, which defies physics. In other words, I don't care how big the guy's arm is or how big he is, when that punch is coming in, it's not going to get through. But you've got to get the feeling in your mind and learn how to get the brainwave pattern going right. Okay? So I want you to try it. You're off and try it. See if it doesn't make a difference. Okay, go. Stand in a horse, okay? Not one foot in front of the other. Use your strongest arm. Make sure you focus on a point. Yeah, okay, everybody 1 second, okay, take a look up here. Make your fist like a thrust punch, so you don't break the elbow, okay? Make it like a thrust punch and put it on the same side. Put it so it's just past the shoulder a little bit, the fist is past the shoulder, okay? So you try to measure the guy's strength and you try to make it stronger by changing how you think. Okay, so first the fist is closed, then the fingers open, and extend and reach with your mind, see if it doesn't make a difference. Rather than bend it like that, right here.
Something we get lost real easy, you know what I mean? Make sure I get a copy, right? Don't forget the old man. You got him good? Does that include sound to it? You taping me now? Hi, Mom.
Okay, make that yes or no. Feel different, yes or no? Yeah? Okay. Come on up, sir. Come see this for a second. Now, let's just talk about this just why. You got some strong guys. We're strong. Physically strong. It's a different type of strength. You can get your physical. Is it possible to stop the guy from doing it physically? Yeah. But that doesn't take a lot of force. Yeah. But when the guy reaches and all of a sudden he extends and he's nice and relaxed, you're using a different type of energy, so your physical stuff, your physical muscular strength stays in reserve until it becomes necessary to use it. The guy's got to earn it out of you. Wouldn't it be nice to feel it? When you're fighting a guy, you think of him what? Usually being stronger, faster, bigger, meaner, and you got to figure out a way to win, right? Okay? If you're fighting kids 10 years old, do you have to think like that? No. Yeah, 10 years old, 8 years old, you don't have to think like that. It's no big deal. With this way of doing the unbendable arm, your mind is kind of in that frame of thinking. At the same time, he's easy to deal with like a 10-year-old. But all of a sudden, if you find yourself in a tough spot, then it's time to pull out the physical. Where the other way around, if you start physical, and all of a sudden you start to run out of air, what do you got left? See, this holds it in reserve. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, now, When I'm doing this, is it fair? It's not fair. It's two hands on one. Sometimes I'm bigger than the other guy, and a bigger guy, two hands on one, especially with this fella. He's good, strong enough. So you should tighter gear ratio is going to be stronger. See? So it's tough guy to deal with. But it's not fair. So it's okay to struggle. It's okay to get involved, but it's okay to lose eventually. A lot of people, no matter what the problem is, it's okay for them to start. It's okay for them to get involved. This is the mental energy of it. But it's okay for them to not follow through with that last 10% and really win. You know what I mean? That last 10% a lot of times is the difference. It's the other way. Very relaxed. And what? The guy is no longer thinking about two hands against one. And what acupuncturists would say that he's extending his meridians. He's forgetting about the struggle. He has what they call the greater mind. His mind is larger than the conflict. When he physically is trying to fight his force against my force, it's his ego versus my ego. His fears against my fears. And the most powerful state comes from the relaxed, natural mind, where you naturally move away from pain and move towards pleasure. Does that make sense? When you when you can walk in and you put your hand on a hot burner, and you move and you go, that was hot. You walk in and say, hey, better move that hand soon. Wow. Yeah, I can tough it out. When you're driving down and somebody cuts you off, don't you move and then, right? That's the response that you want to train with appropriate, balanced reaction. Coordinated. That's why you use forms, that's why you use a combination. To train that response. You cannot think and use that response. When it's time to do, it's too late to think. Okay. Make sense? By doing the unbendable arm and elevating that state of mind, you naturally move away from pain, not getting hit, and having fun, which is landing yours. And the art is giving one and not taking one. It isn't saying I'm tougher. It's not saying I'm going to take one to get mine too. The art says I don't get hit and I hit him whenever I want. Now, doesn't that sound like fun? The state of mind necessary to develop that is something I'm going to show you. That starts to develop this natural, this unbendable arm and all the things that you do. State of mind. Okay, you with me so far? Okay, now. Okay, everybody up. Okay, give yourself this amount of room. Give yourself this amount of room. Okay. People in front move up. Everybody move up. If I can't have you look in the mirror, turn around and look this way. Front row! Hey, not bad, huh? Okay, now. Pick a spot and look at that one spot. Keep your mind focused on that one spot, just like you're doing the unbendable arm. Take both hands and hold it out like that. Okay, now, while you're focused on that one specific spot, it's okay if you blink, but your eyes aren't going to shift. Take your right hand and move it out to the end of your peripheral vision, and then bring it back again. One more time, take your right hand and move it out to the end of your peripheral vision, and then bring it back again. Now, still focused on that one spot. Now move your left hand out to the end of your peripheral vision. And then bring it back again. So you don't lose sight of it. One more time out with the left. And then back again. Okay, now, staying focused on your spot, open both hands simultaneously and watch both of them at the same time. So you're not shifting your awareness. Just shift them in and out. Just move your hands in and out so that you're watching both of them at the same time. Now you're staying focused on that spot. You're watching both hands simultaneously. Now when you've got that state of mind, I want you to drop your hands. But still hold that state of mind. Okay, now you're focused on a spot right in front of you. Sense how far you are from the wall on your right. You don't shift your eyes, just feel it. Sense how far you are from the wall on your left. sense them both at the same time. You're focused on the spot that's right in front of you. You're opening your awareness to the left and right. Sense how far the person on your left is from you, while you still hold the right wall in terms of awareness. How tall are they? What color belt? Now the person on the other side. Hold them both. No shift in the eyes. There's no person, just a wall. Now you're focused on a point right in front of you. Your awareness is open to the left and right with your eyes. Hear the air conditioner? Oh, it's the heat. Not enough air conditioner. Hear my footsteps? Try to hold both sounds at the same time you're holding awareness with both the left and right with your eyes. Now feel the gi against your body as your breath goes in and out. Feel your feet on the floor. Now focus on a point right in front of you. Your eyes don't move and blink if you want. Your awareness is open to the left and right. You just heard somebody come in through the door. You know what I'm talking? And now in a blacked out state of mind. This is where you want to put your mind, in this balanced state. Because when it's balanced, no fear can exist. And where there is no fear, your body naturally moves away from pain and moves towards pleasure. Now understand that you are focused on one spot. As your awareness is open to the left and right, you think this would be good in a multiple attack? So that you could see them all at the same time? Yes. You think it'd be good in sparring? When you're watching, not for any one foot or one hand, but you can see the whole opponent all at the same time? Yes. It is also the place where the message only goes from the spine to the hand or foot. It doesn't have to go through the brain. It goes like twice as fast. You have to think about it, it takes twice as long. Or a lot longer anyway. Now think about it, your body moves just like that hand hitting the hot burner of the stove. It moves without thinking. This is the state of mind you want to be in. You're practicing the forms, combination, sparring, doing your basics, and ultimately fighting for your life. Now you find this place to be a very relaxed place. You find yourself getting too caught up by doing too many heady things, meaning income taxes, anything crazy. Just take a few minutes, focus on one spot, open your awareness with your eyes left and right, with your ears left and right. Can you almost hear the traffic going by in the street outside? People tapping their feet on the floor. Your feet on the floor. Turn your hands just slightly forward like this. Hands just turn forward slightly like this. Your eyes focus on this one spot. Now think like you're doing the unbendable arm with both hands and you're reaching towards the floor. As you exhale. If you can, add extending, pushing your feet down through the floor like you're reaching for 6 feet through the ground as you exhale. So you're pushing your feet down, you're reaching out with your hands, now reach up with your head. Your chin does not rise, your chin does not rise, your whole head goes up. Just feel it reach. And you'll be doing an unbendable arm with your spine. Become aware of your breath so that you're breathing out longer than you're breathing in. you breathe out longer than you breathe in, the spirit overcomes the ego, the fears. If the inhale is longer than the exhale, the ego, the fears, are overcoming the spirit. For personal power to be acquired, the spirit must soar. And the ego is merely the vehicle. Hold your hands right straight out to the sides like this. Take a little bit more of a horse stance. Matter of fact, I'll let you do this one. Put the palms like this. Now extend straight out with your fingers like you're doing the unbendable arm in both directions. Any type of what you might think of as pain is merely something that's holding back your power. Let it go. You have to let it go. Now extend your arms out like you're doing the unbendable arm in both directions. As you exhale, also feel like you're pushing something down, like a spring, down with your palms as you're still reaching out. Now if you can, add pushing your feet down at the same time you're reaching out with the fingers. It's okay for you to flex the arms and flex the legs a little bit to get the feeling of pushing. But relax, then push. Now push your head up, your feet down, and your fingers out, all at the same time. Anybody feel any tingling in the hand yet? I'm starting to bring your chi up. Okay, now turn your palms over so the palms are up. Still extend out and reach, but feel like you're pushing the ceiling up as you're pushing your feet down as you're reaching up with your head. You're learning some of the warrior poses to get deep into the body to cure injury. Now turn your palms out so they're pushing out on the walls. Sense like you're pushing out on the walls to the side right now. Wherever there is tension, there is imbalance. Let it go. This is where power and speed cannot pass through your body. And this is like wringing you out like a wet dish towel. Feet down, hands out, head up. Feeling tingling in the hands, yes or no? Yes. Okay, now bring them straight forward. Okay, now get a little soft with the palm like this. And feel like you're pushing on the wall and resist you more as you get to the end. So you inhale and get a little soft with the palm. I'm not shaking my hand on purpose. Okay, it just starts to do that. And you push out with the palm. Now this time feel like it's resisting you and feel like you're flexing your arms as you push. This is called working for the local chi. Okay, this isn't for the internal. Okay, exhale and push the hand out like you're pushing against the wall, and it resists you more as you get to the end. Okay, now inhale right now. Pull them in. Now spread the fingers and pull the little finger and the thumb back as much as you can. Spread the fingers as much as you can. Now push. Out with the palm, down with your feet, and up with your head. Okay, inhale kind of quick. Bend the elbow a little bit. Exhale slow and long. Sound is H-A-A-A-A-A-A-A. Okay, inhale. Exhale and push. Inhale. Exhale and push. Okay, now close your eyes. Look at your inside tip of your nose so that you can feel better and maintain the breathing on your own. During your Shaolin exercise, developing punching power. Okay, now do you have the exercise, yes or no? Yes? Okay, now relax for a second. I gotta add one more thing. Put your hands together like this. The tingling in your hand is yang, yang, yang. That's coming from the air. The shaking, you're now going to feel from your legs is yin. The yin heals the vital body, the physical body, injuries, physical injuries. It also puts a lot more juice into your stuff. Okay, now. Hands are, think like these are hoses. Don't pinch them. Don't have them too close. Have them out a little bit. Drop your shoulders so when you press, you can feel the side of your back just a little bit. Okay? Don't have your shoulders forward. Just have them down. I think you're like pretty close to the side. Okay, now sit. Have your toes pointed straight ahead. Bring your pelvis as far forward as you can. Now rise. Sit. Exhale. Bring the pelvis forward. Now rise as you inhale. Sit. Slow. Bring the pelvis forward. Now inhale. Keep the feet flat on the ground. Sit. Exhale. Slow. Bring the pelvis as far forward as you can. Just like somebody dropped snow down the back of your pants. And then come up. So you feel like you're going in a circle. We can find some snow if we have to. And now keep the center in constant motion so it feels like it's going in a circle. If your toes turn out, that means you're trying to take pressure off your lower back, and this massages your lower back. So try to keep your toes pointed straight forward. Exhale long, inhale as quickly as you need. But stay in constant motion. Okay, you're doing good. Doing good. Anybody feel any shaking their legs yet? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, here, let me do this with you. You're doing good. Okay, palms go down as you sit. Turn the hands over, bring the pelvis forward, then rise. Now feel like you're lifting a heavy weight, and it's harder and harder to lift, but you're doing it in your mind, not with your muscles. Then you turn your hands over, push your palms down. It gets harder and harder to push down as you go down. Then you turn the hands over, bring the pelvis forward, as far as you can, and then you rise up. Then feel like you're rolling in a circle, see? Go down. Spread those fingers, pull the thumb and the little finger back, and rise. There we go. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Keep the center going in constant motion with that pelvis going around in a circle. Feel shaking the legs, yes or no?
Yeah.
Close the eyes, look at the inside tip of the nose. You're doing so well, I'm going to give you an advanced thing. You're going to inhale for a count of 6. You're going to hold the inhale for a count of 3. Then you exhale for a count of 6. And then you hold the exhale for a count of 3. If you can, you use your heartbeat to be the counter. Do it as slowly as you can. Inhale for 6, hold for 3, exhale for 6, hold the exhale for 3. The center of the body never stops moving. Spread the fingers. Extend like you're doing the unbendable arm with all the fingers. Good, good, that's right.